Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. One of my last videos was on this $2,000 Mini Cooper that my son bought off the marketplace, and as you can see, it's being prepped for paint right now. There's some of the clear coat that's just flaking off, but I've got a short where he was just using the air compressor, and it actually gets behind all that loose paint and just kind of flicks it off. But a quick walkthrough of what we did. I mentioned these taillights. So these are new upgraded taillights. We have updated those. We haven't fixed the back hood latch yet. You can still see the rope that is the latch. Brakes, so brake pads and rotors all the way around. He's probably going to get calipers for the rear. They're sticking a little bit. They were a little. It's driving fine, but they feel like they're hanging up a little bit. So he's going to get rotors for that. And then we put what will be in a video are struts all the way around it. So I put struts all the way around it. He did. He put struts all the way around it. Recorded him doing that. So it's got new struts. That made it ride great. The oil leak was the pressure sending unit, oil pressure sending unit. Switched that. It's burning just a slight bit of oil, but otherwise it's driving great. And then it had a power steering. The power steering fan. There's a cooling fan underneath that needed to be replaced. Probably all the oil on it, and then a hose needed to be fixed for the power steering pump, or just a hose clamp put on. Otherwise, that's all we did, right? We did the brakes. We did the struts and the lights, and that's it.
Taillights, bearings, wheel bearings.
Oh yeah, we did wheel bearings in the rear.
Power steering fan,
AC.
Compressor. Because it was good when we bought it, and then it went out like a month later.
Yeah, we did have to put
the power steering fan was gunked up.
Yep, so we did have to put that air conditioning compressor on it.
Tried to do the radio.
The oil leak, yeah, we tried to put a radio in it, but there's we couldn't find. I think we could find, but we need to get the extra kit that goes in there, because it's got under the seat is a amplifier. Other than that, we haven't done much to it. All right, and I said the oil leak, so we fixed that, and the power steering leak. Everything else has been running good.
Yep.
And you want to put rear brake calipers on it, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that probably next paycheck. After the paint's all done, drivable again.
But all he's doing is clear coating it, and we got the 3000 grit sandpaper and some of these fine Scotch-Brite pads. And then some a quart of cheap.
This is about $30.
$30 at.
I did buy. This was our first option.
That was 25.
25 tractor clear coat. But I was getting spray paint. I might redo the rims, so I got a wheel paint and wheel clear coat. And then I saw this one. This is like made for cars. I figured it'd probably go on a little better. If I'm trying to resell the car later, it's gonna look nicer. This one probably wouldn't have been terrible though.
Yeah, but, I mean, and this is what we're gonna use to paint it with. So this is a cheap airless sprayer from Amazon. So that's the plan. We'll see how that one turns out. But pretty cheap, all in all, not a lot of money. Maybe 100 and with this thing. If you don't count this, maybe $60 is gonna go to paint this. If you count this and the paint, maybe $160.
Yeah, I think actual painting materials spent 60, 65, and then I bought oil for this car, and then the 350 needs a little bit of a top off.
Awesome.
So.
All right. Just got the air compressor set up. This one keeps running out of air, so what I have this set up is a going into this one, and then the regular hose comes out of this 5-gallon one. Because this one can't keep up, but this one is a better compressor, and when you combine the two, it does pretty well. So that's the plan, and then we'll show some more of the paint removal.
leaving the chrome, but like the bumper doing rhino liner on the whole thing.
Could make it another different color. Well, any color after
Like,
the black
also
if you want. Just leave it black for the bumper.
That's what I was thinking. Because there's so many small little gaps and all the scratches and like paint peel and all this stuff.
I mean, progress update. Almost the entire hood has no clear coat left on it. Not a whole lot over here. It didn't come down too much over here. Started to try to blend it in. We'll see how it goes. If it actually blends and doesn't leave a line, but we didn't do anything over here. That was just a test spot. This whole bumper basically, just the top half of the trunk, but this side must have sat in the sun way more. This whole quarter panel. And then way more of the door, so yeah. Holy cow. But it stops about halfway down. Yeah, so you're ready to start wet sanding it?
Yeah, what I can get with the air gun is off, so wet sanding, see what else I can do to smooth it even, just so it looks good once I'm ready for clear coat.
And not go too deep on the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it blends in. Yeah. You already did more sweeping?
Yeah, I swept it up a little bit because the air was blowing everywhere.
Yeah,
that's the pile we've got going so far, and there's still more.
Because it was a mess back here a little bit ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you slept back. Yeah, you slept back here too. So.
Yeah, I got it just like good before I closed the garage door.
There's some outside. So yeah. All right. This is pretty good. We'll see once you tape it off. It would have been cool to do a time lapse, but I don't have enough batteries for that.
That's what I was thinking. I did like a 5-minute time lapse on my phone, but I've been out here for like, I think a total of 3 hours now, between 2-3 hours between today and yesterday. Yeah. Just air hosing it.
All right, cool. So you're just taping off the whole bumper. You didn't want to go like, it's kind of crusty to here, but down.
I think it's going to be a pain to like, none of this is really coming up, so I'm going to have to straight razor all of it off, and then I think it's going to be a pain to like wet sand and buff later. So I was thinking that whole bottom piece. Eventually, if I keep this,
yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to do the tape line right here.
No, I think it just looks gonna look weird because it all like blends together. I think either I'll just spray all of it besides the chrome, spray all of it with like rhino liner, or one day do like what's it called? Do a new hood and a bumper if I keep it. If not, I don't think it'll matter too much to the value of the car. It's not worth the extra time.
A little bit of the wet sanding. Yeah, try not to go too deep, but I mean, yeah, back here there was like 2 spots right here. Already came out. Back here was very ugly. Maybe hard to see over here, but it's like some checking. It looked like cross-hatched over here, but it's pretty much gone. Yeah. Mirror looks good. Color is consistent, so we'll see how that. Hopefully, we shouldn't ruin it with that super cheap spray gun. Should be good.
It'd be better than like a spray can.
Yeah.
And I've seen some nice spray can ones turn out.
And maybe instead of washing it, you can just get some acetone tomorrow. Acetone do the same thing. Wipe it down.
Yeah.
That'll do or the degreaser. The acetone is like the same exact stuff, so I'll just use the acetone. That's what I always.
grab some.
Been using it on the boat. It's pretty cheap. They have it at Walmart or wherever. Then you'll get this film off. Should be pretty easy. Nice. Before we started with the razor blades, that was the pile. Now, that's this side. And then here's this side.
It just keeps going.
In the back, really, it's all gone. There's no more. We're worried about blending it, but there's nothing to blend now. It's all gone. So yeah, this is yet to dry, but that was dry sanding. Over here is wet sanding, and then just wiped off with a rag. And then he did the dry sanding here, and then I actually just put some brake clean on a rag and just cleaned it up so there's no more residue left. That's from but yeah, we'll see how that one dries. But I think the color is going to look pretty good. Kind of back to what the rest of the car looked like. See, this is obviously wet, but
after the clear coat, that's what it's going to look like, though. So
yeah, well, you're gonna have to clear it, and then to see how the coat turns out. You might have to is that 3000 grit? Yeah, wet sand it just to get if there's orange peel, and then cut and buff it.
Yeah, I was expecting to wet sand the clear coat, make it look decent. If it was at a shop, I don't think you'd have to as much, but here it's probably not going to be very even.
For a clear coat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it depends on the tools you use, really. We're using the cheapest air sprayer on Amazon, so it's going to be great. Almost would be cool. See, now you just got the cowl and this part over here. It almost would be cool if you got flat clear coat.
I was thinking about doing something on this hood. You mean for the whole car?
Yeah, if you cleared it in flat instead of clear, and then it'd look like this, but it'd have a clear coat on it instead of, because that's glossy. Both of those are glossy. But no, then we'd have to take this off, and you'd have to get the whole cowl.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think the glossy will look better anyways.
It's another couple hours of work, 'cause that's we got to do the wipers off, the cowl, the plastic pieces off. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, back to the glossy would be good.
Yeah, I think it'll look decent.
We could take the hood off, and then get that. We have enough of that camouflage wrap from the boat.
If it was a nicer camouflage, yeah, but I don't want that pattern going straight down.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing something to the hood, but I think just clear coat would be the easiest and make it look the nicest. It's probably gonna get, hopefully, if I keep it, a new hood on here one day. So.
Or we could just get one little stripe of that plastic, and do like a racing stripe just on the hood of that
Not
camo.
Maybe like matte.
If it was like a desert or like a silver or like a blue, they do make blue, like a blue digital camo. That'd be cool.
Yeah, blue digital would look good with this.
But the one I got is not quite. It works for the boat, but it doesn't work for this. Awesome. Well, you finish masking it, and you probably aren't gonna do anything else till tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get those 2 or 3 good coats in tomorrow. Let it sit while I'm at the Marine Corps ball and everything else, and then Tuesday morning start on wet sanding and everything else.
Yeah, record some of that. Awesome. Super cheap paint job. Less than $200.
Yeah. Tools not included. The tools we already have less than $100.
Which tools?
Your spray gun.
No, I'm counting the spray gun.
Yeah, but for me without it, less than $100.
Well, if you cut the buffer, throw the buffer in there, there's another $70.
Yeah.
So $250, full thing. Tools included, $250. Yeah, and then once you just hit that with some of this stuff right here, and it'll just even that whole thing out. And it'll look good. With the water, yeah, with the wet.
Wet sand. Yeah.
Because that's what I did right here, and it already looks... Yeah, you just need acetone or degreaser. It's not too bad, but yeah. It's better, but it's still...
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what you're gonna go for it, or?
Yeah, we don't got anything else to play with.
Just stay really far away from it and go quick. Don't let it build up. I guess start on the hood.
Should I just go down, I guess? Going back and forth can be...
If you want to go, yeah, you want to try this, just go nice quick sweeps. First try. You never used this thing before. It's almost weird how it looks kind of streaky, but I don't know.
Those sprays are where it's directly spraying on the car.
I know. Yeah, well, let it go. Let it dry, I guess.
That is rough.
It's also the first coat.
Yeah, hopefully it'll even out and then sanding and buffing it.
Let it dry, wet sand it.
I just let it sit till tonight.
Yeah, do the rest of it and let it sit. I would stay further away and go quicker on the sides. You're going to get destroyed in the comments for your technique.
Huh?
You're going to get destroyed in the comments for your technique.
Yeah.
They're usually like this, sweeping.
That?
Yeah, close. Probably a little too far away too, but I would stay, because of this gun, stay far away, otherwise you're going to get real thick and streaky. Not bad. Don't forget the mirror too, but... Alright. I think that's all I'm going to record until you're done. Maybe I'll show the little bit of wet sanding, we'll see.
Yeah, orange is gonna be rough.
Maybe.
With this gun, yes.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit already. But at least it's clear coat, not paint, so.
I know, I can imagine doing paint with this gun would be terrible.
I guess I'll find out when I do the boat.
You're gonna do the boat with this gun?
I'm thinking if I undo the, if I don't do the,
Oh yeah, we're already
peel the,
half.
yeah, it wasn't full, so you're not at half.
Well, half of that can. That's it.
No, that wasn't full. You should be good.
For at least the first coat, maybe.
And I think you'll be able to do 2 coats with it. So. All right, I'll come back later, see how it looks, or I'll catch up when you start wet sanding it. A couple more coats like that, he'll learn the technique. We'll see how well this super cheap, and it. I was on Amazon. It says this sprayer is not currently available, but an identical one is $59.49, so $60. All right, if you start to get lightheaded, open the door some more. We'll see how well this thing turns out. Yeah. So far, so wet. All right, guys. Well, we went through 2 quarts. And it looks pretty good. for the most part. A couple of spots of runs. So this is a Tractor Supply clear coat, and this is from O'Reilly's. We had to get a second quart because as soon as we poured this quart into the gun, it gummed up. It actually coagulated, I think that's the word, and it sprayed out like thick glue, stringy. It was really weird. Tried some thinner, it didn't do anything, so cleaned the whole gun out and then went and got some more from O'Reilly's, and it did good. So yeah, there's a bunch of clear coat or a bunch of orange peel. The directions say to wait a couple of days. There was a run here, but it seemed to have taken care of itself. But there's 2 spots or 3 spots. There's a little run here. I think one up in front of the mirror and one on the back fender over there that's a little bigger. But he's going to let it sit for a couple days or drive it and then bring it back in, wet sand it, and then cut and buff it. So there's some spots where it looks really, really good. It's dry. We finished this up a couple hours ago. So yeah, so far so good. The plastic of the mirror looks awesome though. This color came back really well. So the mirrors, hopefully the rest of the car comes out like that. But otherwise, yeah, I think that's it, guys. So I'll try to drop a link in the description for his page. He created one. He did a short video on the first part of this, and he's been recording what he's doing on the rest. So I'll link his page, and he can keep sharing some of that stuff. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. Aside from the orange peel and not being done, this is where I'm going to leave you on this car. And maybe I'll make a short in the end about what it does look like at the end. But there's another video coming up on this one as well. I say coming up, but maybe I put that one first. But basically, the struts on this car. So he did do the struts all the way around and record him doing that. So that is a video I have on this car as well. And yeah, I know if you haven't already commented, the hood is all dinged up. We bought it that way. It doesn't even close very well on the driver's side. But that's not a big deal. He wants to potentially get another hood. So that's why he wasn't so upset. And the condition of this paint before we started is, yeah, really gives us some flexibility to mess around with this car. So, so far so good. Like I said, we'll check back in depending on how this turns out, or if we have to, sand it all the way back down and try again. Come back and let you know. But thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.